you're saying it doesn't change because you get older, but I think that as you get older, you become more self-centered. As you get older, you become more self-indulged. You're about what makes you happy. So it's not about respect of another person per se. You're not even on that type time anymore.
I don't know. I can't speak on that because my the respect that I have for people, whether you're, a coworker, you're the person at Wawa, you're my parent, you're my aunt, uncle, whoever, it's still, I'm going to show you respect. I respect you until you prove otherwise.
Until.
Yeah.
Until.
So, and even then, I just won't fool with you, but I'm not going to disrespect you. You know what I mean? Not in that way. You're still going to get a hello, hey, how are you? But that's not.
But I think that verges on cordial. So
yeah, but that's still a sign of respect.
It is.
Because I could come in and cuss you out like, ho, this, that, and the third, and be all in your face, or completely ignore you and just be rude as heck.
That is true.
Right?
That is true.
But still, because it's been ingrained in me, it's still, you do not show your ass in public, because it could still get back to Clara and Arnold. Now they old, but they can still
whoop ass. they can whoop some ass.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you don't play that. So the things that are instilled in you as a child, I think it's kind of hard to break.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing when you say
it's kind of a stronghold on you, and that's just almost now this is part of your identity.
It is.
Yeah.
And it becomes a part of your representation of how you show up for the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It becomes a part of, it does. And that was a very, very good point. Mm-hmm. You know what?
I have them sometimes.
Give me a cheers. Give me a cheers.
Babe, you got your cup.
Give me a cheers. Give me a cheers.
Yeah, we're corny.
Yeah, very corny. We aspire to be corny.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was a very, very good point, because it does become a part of your personality. But I believe that depending upon where you learn respect, and depending upon what you considered the lack thereof, and where you got it from, dictates exactly how you reacted in different situations. Example. So if I learn respect in jail.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go.
Okay.
So if I learn respect in jail, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different culture than it is out here in the masses. I spent 10 years in jail, and then I have to assimilate. When I get out, I have to assimilate to everyone else, but the consideration of other people, space, eating, walking, all of it is completely different. So I might construe basic stuff as disrespect.
Because there's kind of a hierarchy. It's survival, right?
It is.
So whether you're on the street or you're in jail, there is a level of respect that you're teaching, or boundaries. We're going to say it's boundaries.
Boundaries. Okay.
Right.
Good word.
That don't step on my sneakers,
right,
or I'm going to draw you.
Right.
Right. So you're teaching boundaries, so that can be interpreted as respect. You're disrespecting me. And I think that's where the word respect was taken out of context.
Context is overused. It was overused because in some instances, the person's feelings were hurt, or I took offense to what you said, and you can just say that. So it's not about respect. This person has a different point of view, or something that they said you didn't necessarily agree with. It's not disrespect. It's their point of view.
But that's where it's like you want to set boundaries, and you want to tell this person, okay, that made me feel uncomfortable. I don't accept what you just said, or you just stepped on my sneakers. Can you say, excuse me? You know what I mean? Can you say, my bad? Something. Give me something. But you just gonna step on them and walk away?
Okay. Understand, inner city is where I'm coming. This is where I'm coming from. Inner city, 22. You step on my sneakers, it might be something. 45. You step on my sneakers. I'm not worried about it. All I'm looking for is you to acknowledge that you made a mistake, and there doesn't have to be a violent interaction. It doesn't have to be an exchange or anything. Just excuse me, and it doesn't even matter how damaged my sneakers are because it's like whatever, man. You recognize you made a mistake, and I'm good with it. Same person, two different ways of reacting.
It's almost like respect is used as a sign of masculinity.
Ooh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to buckle up because I feel a little turbulence coming.
Well, I mean, when you're thinking about,
here
the...
What do you mean by that?
Because respect is such an important thing for, let's say, men, right?
Okay.
And I want to say black men.
Why do you want to say black men? Here we go. Buckle up.
No, and I mean, don't hype them up because it might not be nothing. It might all just fizzle out and But
because I'm not gonna let it fizzle out. So, I'm representing. It's respect. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But as far back as and I hate to do it, but as far back as slavery, right?
Okay.
The man was disrespected, beaten.
His
all
wife
of
was
his
raped.
Integrity
all of his integrity was taken away.
He was stripped of all integrity.
Worth nothing at all.
Yeah, so then it's like, okay, when I get home, you're not going to sass me because I'm not going to take the disrespect from you too, right? Now I've been made to feel less than a man. I'm the head of my house. You chomp me all day. I'm not going to come home and be chomped by my woman. Like, that's where I draw the line. So, I'm not going to be chomped by my brother or my fellow man, right? I'm not going to be chomped by my children. So I'm going to keep telling, I'm beating you down. I'm, shaking baby syndrome, something. You know what I mean? You're doing all types of stuff to demand this respect.
Slow down. So then the question becomes, is he then going home and disrespecting his family by the way he's acting? Any questions?
It happened.
It did happen, but it was like kicking the can down the street. So that was just a hurt person hurting people.
Exactly. Yeah. Which then is passed down. You know what I mean? And then it becomes this thing where I'm staking territory that isn't even mine. I don't own it. It's not in my family name. You know what I mean?
But the block.
The territory is the block. Yeah.
That you don't neighborhood.
So then now you walking through here with a different color, or you walking through here and you're from a different block and you don't belong over here.
Okay.
So now that's a sign of disrespect.
True.
Right?
True.
Where, like I said, it's the word has been watered down and become so convoluted that it's like we lost the focus of what it really is about. And if we move and treat each other really with the definition of respect, regard for feelings, that's compassion, that's caring about how my words and my actions affect someone else, right? That's just, and then in turn, you're being thoughtful. So you actually have to consider your fellow man a man, someone with feelings.
Okay. That's
right. That how I present myself and how I interact with people truly does affect them, and it's also a reflection on how I see myself.
Being as though they're just like you. I do understand what you're saying.
Yes.
So do you have regard for self?
Do you have regard for self?
But that's
if you
the
can't
basics.
regard your if you can't give a smile, or you can't be courteous, or if you always have to meet them with some type of venom, aggression? Is it, I don't like to use aggression, but some type of venom or hostility. Do you really regard them? Because I am an empath, so I have no choice. And that's why I move in compassion. I'm compassionate, therefore I am thoughtful, and therefore I do consider other people, and you usually
have issues with it.
yes.
I do.
And it's like, well, why do you care as much, but it's like, because I believe in you reap what you sow. What you give is what you get.
It's nothing wrong with that, but we come from two different cultures, and my culture is the strong survive, and in certain situations, being the empath is seen as a sign of weakness. So that was never ever seen as something that you would do voluntarily. So it's a difference. Um, that's the culture that I came from, and that's how I see things. Um, but at the same time, I'm not just this sociopath that goes around kicking kids out of the way and slapping old ladies. No, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that either. But at the same time, it's just like you referred to a pecking order. The pecking order will be adhered to, and it's not. It's not a respect or disrespect. I'm not going to fall into that trap. It's not a disrespect or respect. It's just I need you to consider me. I need you to acknowledge. I need you to be kind. That's all.
And what we have to understand and get it in our brains, as I spoke and I said before, what you reap is what you sow.
Yes.
What you give is what you get.
Absolutely.
Right? And that means if you can be courteous and kind to someone, you're putting that energy, that vibration into but it has a lot of significance, because when you realize what you do, you're doing it with intention, right? And that intention will come back to you. So if you're offering consideration, if you're offering thoughtfulness, if you're offering politeness, if you're offering love, that love has no choice but to turn back around and come back to you.
I agree with that.
So in order to get respect, what's the saying? You got to give respect, right?
No, I agree with that. And now you're indirectly quoting laws of physics and
absolutely,
but
and laws of attraction and law, you know what I mean? Because it all goes hand in hand.
It does all go hand in hand.
It's like we gotta be mindful that you have to exude and pour out that positivity and that kindness. You speak kind, you be kind, you think kind. Kindness comes back, and that's it.
Agreed. I do.
So that being said, we're going to wrap this up, and then please express your thoughts. How do you feel about respect? What were some of your experiences?
When was the first time that you felt disrespected?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
How did you handle it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And and this is such a broad subject, and we've only gotten one little tiny portion of it. But we can come back and do a part 2 and a part 3 and try to cover as much as we can. But
I think it's
please, share your experiences.
Yeah, actually, this is a request in the comments. I like to get a different point of view other than me in the inner
absolutely.
city. Yeah, I like to see it from different perspectives.
We're only two perspectives.
As far as respect goes, as far as how you dealt with it, what was the conflict resolution in it, how did you feel at the time, like what was, everybody had that moment, and that one moment where your heart's in your throat and you're just as mad as you want to be about the situation that you're in.
And we do realize that women and men have different experiences as far as respect, right?
Yes.
Share.
On that note,
and then we can have the discussion in the next video.
Yeah, you're right. And on that note, I was thinking that what I see in today's time, the way a male and a female are disrespecting each other is just whether they know each other or not, whether they're in a relationship or not, the way a man addresses a woman now makes me cringe when I see it. Like, they're dealing with these women as though they're little men, and they're not. They're
Okay, so no disrespect, but
Is
we
it
got to put
disrespect?
we got to put a pin in this.
I'm not gonna take disrespect.
Because
There's
you
no
didn't want to go
disrespect.
over 20 minutes,
No,
and I'm
we're
trying
not
to keep
gonna do
under
that.
20 minutes.
Okay, well,
So just,
no
you know,
disrespect taken.
please share, please share your thoughts. You know, we would love to hear from you and what your experiences are. So at this point, we just ask that you like, again, comment, and please subscribe to our channel and become a part of our community.
Yeah.
Pughvision.
Pughvision.
Yeah, Pughvision.
That's where it's at.
And just remember, be kind, speak kind, and think kind. And kindness will come back to you.
Love always.
Stay blessed.